I already create ripple effect for myself.
Hello again, and welcome back to In Search of 42. My name is, of course, Felix Becker, and I am your very own success coach on this journey we call life. As with every Wednesday, I am here to share with you an incredible conversation with an amazing person. Haim Ohayon is a life coach, but he is so much more. He really is a modern day philosopher. And I think you will find out exactly what I mean by that in our conversation together. He has so much incredible wisdom to share. You will get a ton out of this episode. As before, if you like this stuff, please do me a favor and like, subscribe, share this episode with a friend. This little action on your part helps me reach more people like you. And at the end of the day, the more people we can reach, the more people we can help. But I don't want to distract you too much. Let's get right into my conversation with Haim Ohayon. All right, Haim. Good seeing you again. So nice to connect with you. The what I try to do with these podcasts is I want to showcase who people are, what they do, and how they can help others. So let's get right into it. Who are you?
I'm I'm Haim. I'm honest. I'm loyal. I'm compassionate. I'm caring. I'm loving, and I have high integrity. That's who I am.
Yes, I've definitely noticed that from our previous conversation as well. So, let's get a little bit more into your story. Where are you at right now,
Right now, I'm in Long Island, New York,
and how
and
did you end up there?
1996 was the year I came to New York. And what happened? I born in Israel. I got married in 1985, and 1995 I got divorced. I leave everything to my ex. I give her the house, the car, the keys. I have three kids. I didn't want my kid grow up in a house yelling, screaming, fighting all day long. I said, this is not fair for the kid. They're not supposed to grow up in that environment. So I say, I'm the man. I know how to build this kind of life. I can build it all over again. So I give everything to my ex. Let the kid grow up in a quiet house, different environment. So when I left, it was me, my clothes, and my car. So I was living in my car for several months until I said to myself, it's not the way to live. I want to sleep in bed. I want to brush my teeth in the morning. I want to take shower every day. I want to change clothes every day. So I came to New York. I have brother that live here, so he sent me ticket and I came to New York. Now imagine that. I'm over 40. I'm a homeless guy. Now on top of that I don't speak English and I came to live in New York. So I was in the beginning I was afraid to leave the house where I am because I say if I get lost what I'm going to do now? I'm going to communicate with people. I have no way to talk to them. But I realize in the English alphabet we have the letter F. How we use it. Do you live in fear or you have a faith? You live on one of those sides. So I have faith in me. I realize I'm going to have a lot of error as I'm talking and speaking and try to do what I want to do. But that's the way to learn. And here I am after all those years. I built myself another two time after that, which is mean when you trust yourself, yeah, you can do whatever it is that you want in life. There is no limitation. When you learn how the system work, yeah, which is mean there is life built from principle. The main principle says something like that. If you can see it in your head, you can see it in your hand. Now, how to move it from your head to your hand? That's the key, which means that's require action. You have some image in your head is ideal. Start to take action on that and see the result that you get. If you like it, great. Put more on that. If you don't like it, you learn something. Sometimes you learn what not to do, but you're learning all the time. And that's life. That's life. When you think about that, There is another area that many people missing out, and their life just going by, which is the principal said, if you want to have something that you didn't have before, you need to do something that you didn't do before. Now, when you do something that you never did before, there is a lot of magic in there because you will never fail. It's impossible to make mistake and nothing will go wrong. Think about that. You do something that you have no clue, you have no idea. You never did that in your life. So how you can fail? How you can make mistake? How you can? It's just impossible. What will happen? You will get result. That will give you experience.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's sort of that unknown target, right? You're striving for the unknown. You don't know what that looks like because you don't have that experience yet. You're not living that life yet. So how do you really know how to get there? So coming, with that unknown in mind, uh, what was your life like before you came to the United States? Like what were you doing in Israel, and what prompted you to just get up and go and leave altogether? Start
I
fresh in a
was
different country.
right. I was a car mechanic. I started to work on car in 1969 as a kid. So I have profession in my hand. I know how to fix car. So when I came to state, I mean, I start to work all kind of job that not relating to what I know. I did construction, I did electric, I did roofing, and every person that was need worker that have no experience, he will take me until I realize why I'm doing that. Why I need to learn something from scratch when I have some profession in my hand that I can use. So I start to search on a place that I can work as a car mechanic. And it didn't take me long to find some place that I can work. Yeah, and here now I know what I'm doing. Before I was doing what I know. It's a big difference. Until until January 2009, that I get fired as a car mechanic. I refused to compromise my value for the place I used to work. So they show me the door and say, out. We don't want you here. I asked to do illegal, immoral stuff, and I said, no, I'm not comfortable. I never did that in my life. I'm not going to start doing that now. And when I step out, I become overqualified. Nobody want to hire me because of my age. Now I'm over 50, because of my knowledge, because of my skill, because of my tool. Nobody want to touch me. So there is phrase that said, when one door close, the other one open. But many time, and for many people, happen that when one door closed, we're still staring on a door that closed. We don't see the one that opened. But I didn't stay there for long. I was searching what I can do with. I go to kind of holistic way, which is who am I, what I'm doing here on the face on the earth, what I can do, who. So I find out that I love people and I love to help people, and but I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I know that about me, but what to do, I still don't know, and I need to have income. So as I'm searching, I stumble on coaching. I say, let me see. That's what coaching do. They help people, and they make some income from that. So I said, let me see how is that gonna work for me. Well, it's like a magic. It worked great for me from the get go. Yeah, and from there, since then I'm here. So it's now 14 years that's what I do, and I can say that 80% of the time people get what they're looking for when we're working together. I don't give advice. I don't tell people what to do. I just need to know what is that you're aiming for. What is that you're looking to have in your life?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's a big important part of being a coach, right? It's you don't tell people how to live their lives. It's really just unlocking some secrets within them to help them find a better path. But speaking of that, having that vision for a better version of yourself, I'm still curious. what did you think was going to happen in America when you got that ticket and you went on that plane or boat or what? I guess in the '90s it probably was a plane. But what was that vision for yourself at that point? What were you trying to do here in America?
I will tell you, it may sound funny. I was looking, I was searching for a bed to sleep, sink to brush my teeth in the morning and wash my face, shower to take shower, and that's what it is. I mean, I didn't have a big dream like I have today. Yeah, I was looking for the simple stuff, like bed to sleep at night. I mean, th- that's what I was looking. I didn't have any big dream.
Right. Yeah, because you left everything else behind. So is your son, your child, children, are they're still back in Israel, or where are they at now?
Actually, no. My kids are two of them are here in States. One, my son live in Florida. My daughter live in Los Angeles, and the other daughter live in Bariloche in Argentina.
Argentina. Yeah, yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah, they have independent life. We we connecting all the time. We have the phone. We have Zoom. So yeah,
spread out though. That's awesome. Cool places to visit all around. If
yeah.
you're looking for a place to go, that's awesome. So you're out. You're yeah doing your car mechanic thing. You're looking for a bed. You're looking for that sink to wash your face and brush your teeth. Where does coaching come about? How did you come across coaching?
I said when I get fired in 2009, January 2009, I got fired as a car mechanic. And I didn't know what to do until I went to Holistic Way and find who am I. And I stumbled on coaching and I said, let's see how is that going to work for me. And from that point is history. I mean, I coach people since 2010 until today. And as I mentioned before, 80% of the time, people get what they're looking for. I don't give advice. I don't tell what to do. I even go further than that. I don't help people. It's not my job. My job is not to help you. My job is to show and tell you how is that work because of my experience. Yeah. I mean, I go through that. I come from scratch, from nothing, and I build myself up and I build what I want to be. So, and if you think about that, every person has self-image about himself. How you take this self-image and you play it out. Yeah. And that's the first thing when I'm working with anyone. I want you to build a self-image that for the person that you want to be. And you work up to that. If you're not capable of doing that, I'm not going to work with you because there is no point. If you don't replace who you are to the person that you want to be, you're not going to do anything. But when you replace that image on yourself, now you're going to start to take action and you start to live up to what you want to be.
Right. So you obviously have a tremendous amount of wisdom to share through all the experiences that you've had, and I can absolutely see how you make a fantastic coach as a result of that. The question I have for you is, it obviously took you a number of years to find your own purpose, your own mission, your own path through life in that sense. And there are so many people out there who are just as lost in the ether or lost like a ship at sea. And yet, if you really think about it, a lot of the stuff that we talk about it we've talked about as humans for thousands of years. Why is that? Why have we not figured out how to find our purpose in life?
I will tell you that we have three things in life that every person have that. Now, the question is how you use it. We have imagination, we have belief system, and we have habit. That's the three things that every person have. Now, how you use it? Let me start with the imagination part. Imagination go two way. Either you go in toward something, or you stay away from something. Now, when you go toward something, your mind busy on how to get there, what you have to do, who you need to talk to, what road you need to take. That's what keeps you busy all day long. Yeah. The other side of that is you stay away from things, which is mean you become expert on what not to do. When you stay away from everything, you know what not to do. So how they take you from one side of the imagine to the other side. That's one of the part that the work when I'm working people. That's what I do. Bring the imagination into life. Now we go to the belief system. Now, if Henry Ford say it, if you believe that it's day, it's day. If you believe it's night, it's night. It's what you believe. Now, our belief system, your belief system or mine, it's not our. We inherit that from our parents. Until the age of 6, 7, all what our parent did, we copy and imitate. So that's become our core belief. Later on in life, whatever we perceive is true, it's become our belief. But here is the paradox. We along the way we adapt superstitious. Superstitious is belief. If you say to yourself, there is black cat that cross the street, so if I cross the street, something bad will happen. That's belief. Or not to open umbrella in a house. That's belief. Yeah. So you create habit according to this belief, which is mean you're not going to cross the street. You're not going to open umbrella in a house. That's a habit. So I come along, yeah, and I see the black cat cross the street, and I don't care. I keep going. I open umbrella in my house. So now you start to ask, wait a minute, what's going on here? I know that something bad will happen, and this guy just don't even think about it. He just keep going. He kept doing what he does. So now you ask yourself, so what we learn from that? That belief system is controversial, which is mean what's true for you is not true for me. So now you say to yourself, wait a minute, if he can do it, I can do it. So now you open umbrella in a house. Nothing happened. What do you say to yourself in that moment? I couldn't believe I can do it. Here is the belief system. And now you start to challenge your belief. Now, when you challenge your belief, the sky is not the limit. You open yourself to endless possibility because what's holding you is your belief. And from your belief become the habit that you behave the way you behave because of the belief that you have. So if you challenge your belief, which from the first place is not your, now the world is open. You can do whatever it is that you want to do in life. Now the question is who assists and support you on that? Who's with you on that journey? And that's what I offer.
On that topic then of challenging belief systems, which is really one of the fundamental components of coaching, right? Is challenging your own belief system to see, have you look at the world from a different perspective. What is, from your experience over the years, and like I said, I'm trying to tap into your wisdom here a little bit. What would you say is one of the most common belief systems that you've come across that you try to unravel within your clients?
Fear. People have fear. Before the fear, it starts with doubt. We have doubt on things because we have no experience. If you have no experience, you don't know how is that work, you develop doubt. Now, most of the people play the if game, yeah, which is mean they take it to the wrong side. Yeah, if it's not going to work for me, if it's not going to play well, yeah, what will happen then? Take the same energy and take it to the other side. The same way that you say, if it's not going to work for me, why you not ask yourself, if it's work for me, what I can do, where I can be? So that's the shift direction of energy, the way you're thinking. Now, if you don't conquer your doubt, fear right behind that. When you get fear, you get paralyzed. You're not going to do anything. Now, what is fear? Fear go two way. There is real and there is imagine. The real fear everybody know. I mean, if you're in the jungle, if you're a wild animal, or you're in a war, or you're in the street in a car accident, that's real fear. But we talk about imagine one, which is mean if that's going to happen, where I'm going to be. Yeah. So here's the thing about fear. We fear something that will never happen because when you fear, you don't take action. More than that, fear, we fear the feeling that we're going to have. That's what will happen. And that is the key. How you eliminate the feeling, how you going to develop a different set of feeling on what you have. You can conquer that? Yes, you can. It depends who you with. Person that's supporting you or give you opinion. That's the reason I don't give advice. Because when you get advice, here is the way it's work. When you need medical advice, you go to doctor. When you need law advice, you go to lawyer. When you want entrepreneurial advice, you're supposed to go to the guy on the top of the chain. We don't do that. We talk to friend, family, colleague. They have no experience. What they give you, opinion. And you had the opinion because they didn't do anything in their life. Now they tell you what not to do. So when you surround people like that, you eventually not going to do anything.
Yeah, no, that's actually a very good perspective, and it really kind of showcases that uh, anybody's level of success in life is really directly influenced by the people you surround yourself with, because everyone loves to share their opinion, and whatever you hear, whatever you take in, will somehow shape your own thoughts and actions at some point. So if you surround yourself with the right people, you're going to have a different result than if you surround yourself with different kinds of people. So I love that, and I really like how you're really harping on. I'm not here to give advice. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, because that's really the essence of a true coach, right? To really let people find their own path through life and discover that for themselves, to empower them to be the strongest voice within them. That's pretty fascinating. Um, who are the people that you then work with the most? Like, who are your ideal clients? Who are the people that reach out to you that look for a life coach?
I will tell you that I don't have program for 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years that people pay big chunk of money right up front. And if it's work for them, great. If it doesn't work, now they fight for money. My program go for 1 month. You pay for 1 month. If in 1 month I don't see result or you don't see result, you have the option to leave. You didn't pay a lot of money. Here you just test drive the way I'm working. And for me, it's the same thing. If I don't see that you got result, you're not going to pay me. So why to keep going? Now, in the first month, the work that I do is I work on your self-image. I want you to build your self-image to the person that you want to be. Now, you decide what is that you want to do. Is not me. And let's say you want to be, uh, for that case, a coach. You want to be a coach. So you need to see yourself as already coaching. If you don't see that, you're not going to work. You're not going to do anything. So why I need to keep going with you and you're not going to pay me? Yeah. And I don't want to put you on my resume because 80% of the people that I'm working with, they got what they're looking for because they do the work. And I work with, I can tell you what I did so far. I save people life. I save marriage. I double, triple, quadruple businesses. I find direction in life. I find purpose in life. I work with people that want to have something different in their life. So they want to have different result. If you want to have different results, you need to have different action. If you this kind of person, whatever it is that you want to achieve, let's sit down. Let's talk about that. I can tell you as I'm working now with some guy in Tacoma, Washington, here in state. He he built He ex-military guy. He built the school for entrepreneur from early age, from second grade and up. He built that school in Bangladesh. Now he want to duplicate what he did in Bangladesh to build it up here in state. So we passed the first month. He see himself that the person that is a principal of that school. We find location. We find another teacher that's gonna come and work with him. And now we're looking for money. You know who I asked him to talk to? I asked him to send message to Elon Musk. He sent message and Elon Musk reply back. Elon Musk want to build college, a different type what we have now. He want to build college for entrepreneur. So here is the match. So now he talk to Elon Musk. How is that going to go? I don't know. But that's what I'm asking for people when I'm working with. That's what you want to be. That's what you want to do. There is a phrase that illustrates very well what I'm doing, which is we said you can take the horse to the water, but you can make him drink. I rephrase that, which is mean I'm not going to take the horse to the water. I'm going to show and tell him where is the water. When he feels thirsty, he's going to go and drink, but he will remember who showed him the way.
Yes. Yeah. I know we talked about that last time we had a chat, and I love that reframe so much. It goes much deeper than the leading a horse to water as it comes out from its original meaning. Yeah, that's fantastic. But one thing I've come to learn, not just for myself, but also with a lot of the other coaches that I've had conversations with, is we also want something out of that relationship from our clients. It's not just we want the clients to get something out of that. We want something else out of that as well, not just money, right? Some kind of personal growth or some experience or some new connections, right? Um, what's your perspective on that? Do you have something that you're looking for from your clients that you're trying to get out of that relationship?
That's make me feel good. That's my satisfaction. And I will tell you another story that again will illustrate that. As a few years back, I was working with single mother. She was selling insurance for a living, and she said to me, "I don't know what is that about you, but I have the feeling that with you, I'm going to get what I'm looking for. I don't know how much you charge. I don't know if I can afford you." I say, "Okay, before we go there, what I'm charged, what is that you want?" I may say no, I may say yes. I don't know. I need to know. She said, "Okay, fair enough. I want to be actors in movie." I said, "Okay, what you willing to do to make that happen?" She said, "I'll do whatever it takes." That's intrigued me. Yeah. I said, "You know what? Leave the money aside now. When you have income, we'll talk how you compensate me. But for now, don't worry about that." We start to work. In the first 2 weeks, she started to get in audition. It took her another 2 weeks to get higher in those auditions. And now, if you know how the industry works, they wait for a big investor to come put a lot of money in a movie company and they start to shoot and roll and all that. Last year, she called me, she said, "I finished my first movie." Did she make money from that? No. Did I make money from that? No. But that's make me feel good. That's what she want to do. That's what she got. Now, this is on my resume that I can show and tell, look, I didn't make money from that, but that's what happened.
Yeah. No, that's beautiful. I mean, I think that is truly the essence of what humanity should all be about. That collaboration, supporting each other, building each other up, trying to open opportunities for one another. I love that. It's a great story. It's fantastic.
I will tell you that, Felix. Many people don't pay me. There is people that can afford me, there's people cannot. I understand that. I don't hold myself. I will tell you even more than that. I share everything that I know with everyone. If you can take advantage of that, go ahead, use it, benefit from that. I know most of the people don't. And why is that? Because of the habit. If you're not replacing your habit, you're not going to do anything, no matter how much I'm going to talk about that. Now, to replace your habit, you need to hear it multiple times. When you want to hear it multiple times, you hire me for that. That's I have my money, but I'm not going to hold it. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing, how I do it. Go ahead, use it.
So, knowing all that, and I agree with you. You do share a wealth of wisdom every time we talk. So, what is one thing anybody listening to this right now should do, could do differently or better in their lives to start gaining an advantage, to change their perspectives, to change the direction of their lives, to create something better for themselves?
I will illustrate that with story. I love to tell story.
I know you do.
Let's let's say that you hungry and you at your home, you in your kitchen, you never cook anything in your life. You're hungry. You want to eat something, but not sandwich. Simple that you take two pieces of bread, you put something in between, and you eat that. You want to eat something different. So what the simple thing to do? Scramble egg. You take the skilled, little bit oil or something else to not. You break the egg, you scramble that, and two pieces of bread in a toaster. Now you have a meal, right? If that's meal, that's scrambled egg, gonna come the same way that you serve in a diner? No, but you have a scrambled egg, you have a meal. Now, if you do it every day for 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, you're gonna call to all your friends and family, come, I make you scrambled egg. I'm better than the diner. What happened? You got experience. That's life. You love something, you just keep doing more and more. It's become no habit. You become good at that.
That's true. And it all goes down to what we already alluded to. You have to take a different kind of action to get to a different kind of result. And in this situation, instead of making a sandwich, you make a scrambled egg. And then by taking that action and having the consistency and practice and experience of doing it over and over and over again, you end up perfecting that skill. And now you have, scrambled eggs that are pretty delicious. I love that. Let me ask you. So I want to ask you some questions out of my simple networking toolbook um,
Okay.
to get a better feel for what makes you tick. Um, you have a lot of stories, you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of experience, life experience to share. But who or what is your source of motivation?
Myself. It's make me feel good. I am operate from feeling, which has been how I feel every given moment. Now I want to feel good. So to now we need to switch. We need to spend more time on a good feeling from the bad feeling. So how to do it? So let's say I'm working with you. So I will ask you, Felix, I want you to do two lists. One list, I want you to write down every achievement that you have in life, and it doesn't matter how big or small is that. Which is when you learn to ride a bike, put it down. You learn if you remember how you start to walk as a baby, write it down. Yeah, whatever you're proud of yourself that make you feel good, put it down. The other list, I want you to put everything that you want to have in your life. It doesn't matter big or small. You want to go to the moon, put it down. That's the list of your eyes only, not anybody else. Now, I want you to read the one of the lists that make you feel good as multiple time a day. So what I'm doing now, I change the way you feel. You more feel good during the day than feel bad. So now you say to yourself, wait a minute. If I learn how to ride a bike, if I'm graduate from college, if I did that, if I have this one working for me, yeah, which means I'm capable. Let's see the other list, thing that I want, what I can take from that list to this list. Because I'm feeling good. When you feel good, you take action. When you're not feeling good, you don't do anything. You go to sleep.
No, that's very true. So, sort of following up on that a little bit. I don't know if you've written a book already before, but if you haven't, or if you were to write a book to share your wisdom with the world, what would the title of that book be?
I wrote the book. I wrote the book, and I'm now on the process of writing the second one. And the first one was about, I call it my formula to success. And there is a five chapter. When you follow it in sequence, that will assist and support you to do better in life. Which is mean the first chapter talk about awareness. We need to be aware where we're living. Now we're living in two places. We live inside and we live outside. Now almost we spend more time what's going outside of us. We listen to the news, we listen to other people, we saw what's going on in the street. Yeah, we social media. We pay a lot of attention to what's going on over there. We develop feeling to what's going on over there. How much time you give to yourself to think about you as a person, how you feel for yourself that moment? Almost none. Yeah? Which is mean now you neglect yourself. You react and respond what's going on outside of you that you have no control. When you reverse the situation, now you start to live from inside out, which is mean what happened outside, I understand it's happened outside, it have nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with what I can do to myself to be better, to feel better, to do better. So when you reverse that, now you spend more time on you as a person. Yeah, which is mean you need to be selfish, and the selfish in a good way of the word, which is mean if you want to share something or to give something to someone to somebody, you need to have it first. If you don't have it, what do you give? You want to give money. How you can give money if you don't have it? You need to share feeling with somebody. If you know how is that feel, how you can tell it, how you can transfer that. You just can. So you need to learn how to work from inside out. What's going on in you and how you participate in this world. The second chapter talk about belief. Now, when you know how the world is working, what your belief said, because you have no limitation, you can break any belief, yeah, and you can make your own, yeah. How what is promote you and upgrade you in life. The third chapter talk about health. We live in a world that if you're not healthy, you spend too much time to be healthy. Otherwise, you live on pharmaceutical product. Pharmaceutical product designed to make you sick all the time because this is the way they have income. This is the way they have money. And you pay for it. So now you start to invest in yourself. When you're and you need to be healthy in two places, mind and body. When your mind is healthy, your body is healthy. When your mind is sick, your body is sick. As a result, I mean, because of that, you're aware, you believe, you're healthy, you're a happy person, which means everything works for you. As a result of that, you will create wealth. Now, what wealth is also is two piece. There is the people that you know, yeah, and the income that you have. Now, the income that you have is come from the people that you know. What many people do, they reverse the happiness and wealth. They put happiness on condition. When whatever you put on condition, you stay on the sideline. You all the time wait for something to happen. That's condition. Yeah. So you're missing out. Life don't wait for you. Life don't wait for anyone. Life said, take the ride with me. If you don't take the ride with the life, you're missing out. That's the book that I wrote.
And what was the title of this book again?
Don't even try to search for it because you're not gonna find it.
Oh,
It's I think I when I came here on the age of 40, I didn't speak English. So to write in English, you know what kind of challenge is that?
yeah. Even for me as an English speaker, it's not easy sometimes. So
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
But I can talk about it. I can explain more and more on what I wrote about. It's easy for me to do it this way. One day, I don't know, I may let somebody else to go over and write it in English, in proper English, and to put it on the shelf.
Yeah, it sounds like a worthwhile resource to share. I mean, I think again with all your wisdom over the years, is something that probably would benefit a lot of people. And speaking of your history, you mentioned at the beginning you came here and you were essentially just looking for a bed and a place to shower. So this last question that I have for you out of the book is, would you rather have a cold shower on a hot day or a warm bath on a cold day?
Whatever the nature give, I take. I don't argue. I can tell you that when I live in Israel, my previous marriage, I used to take cold shower every day because I didn't have hot water. I just didn't have. So I took the shower. It was cold. Here there is a boiling water all the time, so I take a hot shower. So that's what the circumstancing, the nature give you. I take. I don't argue.
All right. I love that perspective. Actually, I don't think anybody has looked at it from that perspective at all before with that question. I love you just so open to whatever opportunity presents itself. That's fantastic. I love that.
And another thing, Felix, people complaining all the time. Now, what is complaining from the get go? You argue with yourself because there is a fact, yeah, that we disagree with, and we start to rave about that. It's a fact. You can change it. So when you complain, you argue with yourself. Stop.
Right. All right. So the last question that is here for you actually comes from the previous guest. So I start having every guest ask the next guest a question, not knowing who they are or when we're going to
Okay.
record. So this question comes from Michelle Molitor, who is a fascinating person. She's also a life coach and a hypnotherapist, all baked into one. Fascinating individual, and she wants to know, what is one small thing you can do today that will create ripple effects for you far beyond what you will ever realize.
I already create ripple effect for myself when I feel good. When I feel good, it's that's a ripple effect because I talking to you. I'm I transfer. I transfer feeling. That's what you get. It's make you feel good. And this is one of the things that I do for. I, I I built four program on a PowerPoint that in any given moment is ready to go. And I work. I did that in the past. Yeah. One of the thing is talk about relationship and communication. So in relationship, yeah, the hardest job in the world is to replace or to change how other people thinking. If I want to change the way you think, it's very tough. Yeah, it's very challenging also. But see what happened when you change the way you feel, you change the way you think. Now, to change the way you feel, that's easy to do. I see something nice, genuine. Yeah, that's make you feel good. When you make you feel good, that's the ripple effect, because that's going to go along the conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, you always have such a profound wisdom to share, the way you look at the world.
Thank you.
I truly love that.
That's the way I see the world.
I know. Well, Haim, now it's your turn. What is your question to the next guest?
What's holding you from doing what you want to be or what you want to do in your life?
That's good. I like that. That's awesome. Well, listen, if people want to reach out and connect with you, what's the best way to do so?
I have a LinkedIn account. I allot the time over there, and I have my phone number. I can put it on the chat, or I can put all my I will put all my connection on the chat. Give me one minute, and
Yeah, I'll make sure that all those links, all the ways for people to reach out to you will be in the description so they can connect with you more easily. So if they want to work with you, if they want to know more about you, if they want to chat with you and gather your wisdom, they can do so more easily. Outside of that, any final words you have for the world today?
uh, just do what you want to do. It's as simple as that. I mean, life is not complicated. Yeah, it's kind of simple. Just go ahead, get experience for yourself. Yeah, and measure the results. Or I can say something like that. Uh, find some people that will assist, serve, and support you. Not people that tell you what to do or give you their opinion. Stay away from those people.
Yeah. Right, for sure, for sure. Goes back to what we said earlier, right? The people you surround yourself with and the kind of influences that they have on your life. So that's awesome. Well, sorry about the technical difficulties here. Not sure what happened there, but thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this. It was a great conversation. I loved having you on the show. So thank you.
You see on the chat my information.
Yes,
All right. So I'm
I'll make sure that that will be in the description.
well. I'm looking forward to connect with you outside of the meeting. Like I believe we can build some friendship that can lead to to help each other, to support each other, actually, and whatever that we do.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree. I agree. Well, thank you so much, Haim. And I will be sure to catch you on LinkedIn.
Thank you.
All right, I really hope you enjoyed that. The questions that I asked towards the end are from my new book, The Simple Networking Tool. It's a great book that redefines how we network. It's all about who someone is and not what they are. So if you want to get your own book, it's available on Amazon. If you want to learn more, there's videos about it here on YouTube. So you can check out this amazing new social science experiment. I'm so excited for it. If you do get a book and you do start your own, please let me know how it goes and what your experience is like. I'm working on the second edition and I want to make it the best one yet. So be sure to tag me, let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching.